This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. This is a sponsored message. I've been using Anchor as my podcast host for a while now, and it's been a pleasure to use. Anchor offers benefits that most other hosts do not. It's free to use, but it also has a collection of tools that allow you to create a podcast completely within the Anchor website or smartphone app. They distribute your show to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other distribution channels without any additional effort on your part, and you can make money from your podcast without any minimum audience size. So you can use it as a more traditional podcast host like I do, but it's also got everything you need to start a podcast from scratch. If you're keen to give it a shot, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's Friday, May 13th, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From the New York Times, Russia-Ukraine war summary. Finland's government has announced they will apply to join NATO, though a parliamentary vote will still be required before they make a final bid for acceptance into the defensive alliance. Russian officials responded to this news by saying they would take necessary steps to, quote, balance the situation, end quote, though it's unclear what they mean by that at this point. Sweden's government is expected to make a similar announcement about seeking NATO membership in the coming days. And European nations are working to build an alternative export channel for Ukrainian grain and oilseed, while Russia continues to blockade their usual Black Sea ports, a blockage that has hurt Ukraine, but also raised global food prices and caused shortages of basics like bread in some, mostly poorer, nations. Remittance payments globally, that is money earned in one country that's wired to another, usually to family, back in one's home country, are expected to increase by 4.2% this year, according to a new World Bank report. And that bump is being fueled by remittances from Ukrainians who fled the invasion and who are now working in other parts of Europe and sending money home to Ukraine. Remittances from Ukrainian refugees to family are expected to rise by 20% this year. From Nature, black hole at the center of our galaxy imaged for the first time. For the first time, a theorized supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, has been imaged by radio astronomers. Thousands of high-resolution images averaged into one representative image that was unveiled yesterday. This is only the second time a black hole has been captured in this way, following a 2019 image of another black hole from the same team. And this is considered to be pretty big news because being able to observe and study these things visually is important for our understanding of them and the universe more broadly, but also because it confirms the object at the center of the Milky Way, called Sagittarius A star, is in fact a black hole, something that was posited back in the 1970s and basically confirmed by Nobel Prize-winning calculations back in 2020, but which we can now say with greater certainty. And from the Wall Street Journal, cryptocurrency Terra USD plunges as investors bail. The value of one of the world's largest stablecoins, UST, a stablecoin being a crypto asset meant to mimic the value of another asset, in this case the US dollar, has collapsed in recent days, dropping down to 23 cents on Wednesday before climbing back up to around 37 cents yesterday. This is just one of several stablecoins that are looking shaky as crypto assets from Bitcoin to NFTs have had their potential vulnerabilities reassessed in the midst of a downward trending market, leading to what some analysts are calling a death spiral that could spread to other stablecoins and potentially leave the whole crypto world and non-crypto businesses and investors attached to it underwater. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.